projects just like this one. If you feel like talking to me directly or discussing any of my videos, including this one, consider checking out my Discord server as well. What happens when we try to play Minecraft off of a floppy disk from the 1990s? Well, it brings Minecraft to its knees, but that's not all we're doing. Hear me out. Minecraft was first released in 2009, right around the time you could buy a 1GB USB flash drive for about $10 USD. The thing is, just 2 years prior, this would have cost you about $20. In 2003, that'll be $200. And at the turn of the millennium, USB was barely even a thing yet. For as long as Minecraft has been around, it's always been pretty easy to take a copy of your Minecraft world, throw it on a cheap USB drive, and move it somewhere else, or play the game directly off of that USB drive. There even existed ones that were built to be used this way with Minecraft. These are called game bands. I've got 2 of them. They're from 2015. 2015 was 9 years ago. I'm not panicking, you are. But here's a thought experiment. Let's imagine Minecraft was released just 10 years earlier, and USB drives were not an option. What portable storage options even existed before USB? One of them is the infamous save icon, a floppy disk, and it holds 1.44 megabytes. In contrast, this micro SD card holds 177,000 times more space. That's just how far things have evolved in the past 30 years. Depending on how old you are, you might even remember these, or DVDs, or maybe even the zip disk. I don't know. There were dozens of options at one point or another. So what happens when we try to play Minecraft directly off of these older options? Well, things go very, very wrong. Also, what makes this floppy disk different from this other floppy disk? And wait, we're actually going to play Minecraft off of a DVD and an iPod? This isn't really what these were designed for, but you know that I'm all about breaking Minecraft. So let's go ahead and let's dive on into what this insanity has to offer. This game may not be designed for what I'm about to do to it, but Manscaped's Perfect Package 5.0 Ultra is designed to take care of you from head to toe and especially in between with the included lawnmower. This thing's built like a tank, has USB-C charging, has a light built in, and is waterproof. Maybe you plan on using it outside, at night, in the rain, I don't know, you do you. And when you're done mowing your lawn, give it that vibrant feel and scent with the included crop soother and preserver. If you're into sharp-smelling cologne, you're gonna like this. And when you purchase the Perfect Package 5.0 Ultra, you'll get this foot-long travel bag that's built like a tank as a free gift. This will absolutely replace my old toiletries bag from this point on. Head on over to manscaped.com and get your hands on the Perfect Package 5.0 Ultra today. When you use my promo code ANTVENOM, you'll get 20% off, free international shipping, and the free gift. So now, let's break some Minecraft. Before I explain that, let's just dive into the experiment. First up is DVD, but this is no ordinary DVD-R or RW. This is a unique type of DVD with one key benefit over all other kinds. On a normal DVD, data is written to it in one continuous spiral. That's fine for reading and writing a bunch of pictures or videos or whatever you want to back up, but you cannot delete individual files from them unless you wipe the whole disk. Since I want to play Minecraft directly off of this disk, where chunk files are constantly being overwritten, CD and DVD-R and RWs are just not an option here. But that's where DVD-RW's lesser-known brother comes in clutch, DVD-RAM. The visual difference here is striking, and the functionality of these dashes are DVD-RAM's key advantage. These dashes split up the sectors of data in such a way that allows for DVD-RAM to behave just like a USB drive. We can read, write, and critically delete files from it. No hassle. So let's try to play Minecraft off of it. The easiest way to set this up will be to just download MultiMC, throw it onto the disk, and fire up the game. Since this is Java Edition, we're just going to throw Java itself onto the DVD as well, because why not? After the game failed to launch twice, it looked like it was finally working, and literally 7 minutes later, Minecraft 1.21 launched. Now, when you go from the main menu to create a new Minecraft world, how long does it take for that world to load once you hit Create New World? 10 seconds, 20 seconds, maybe a little more? Well, in this case, it took 3 minutes, and that's going to be the least offensive result of this entire experiment. Once we actually get into the world, the first problem is the most obvious one. Chunks take absolutely forever to generate. Modern solid-state storage drives have speeds well in excess of 1 gigabyte per second. Older hard drives built out of spinning rust can do over 100 megabytes per second. But DVD RAM, around 1 megabyte per second. And that's under ideal conditions. Constantly writing and overwriting chunk files is not exactly an ideal condition. Here's problem number 2. And this one surprised me at first. Whenever you do an action in-game, anytime a sound has to play for the first time in a given session, that sound will be significantly delayed from when it's supposed to play. Yeah, DVD is relatively slow at performing any given operation. I mean, that's not surprising, as DVD is literally moving a laser to read and burn the data that it's handling, and the time it takes to move from one action to another is slow. If Minecraft is in the middle of saving as you try to load a new sound, it legitimately might take a minute or two for that sound to play at all, because the save operation has to finish before the instruction to load the sound can happen, because the laser can only be in one place at a time. Well, that was a thing, but let's take this experiment even further, because DVD RAM was easy mode. Now we're going to try to play Minecraft off of a floppy disk. Here's complication number 1. DVD RAM gave us 4.7 gigabytes of storage space to work with, but a floppy disk? 1.44 megabytes. That's around 3,000 times less space. Because of that, we're going to have to get really creative here. Obviously, we're not going to be putting the whole game onto this little hunk of plastic, but where there's a will, there's a way.
And if you solve enough problems, you get to come home.
So let's solve the problem.
8 minutes pakuluan ng pasta, lagyan na sibuyas, pula o puti. 8 minutes pakuluan ng pasta, lagyan na sibuyas, pula.
Ma, nag-grab food na ako. Sakto, may promo.
Ay, salamat naman.
Get 350 pesos off on party platters. This season, be present. We'll grab food.
Can't banking just work?
With better savings interest?
Mobile check deposits? A Visa debit card right now?
Go.
Beautiful.
Go Time Bank. Switch to beautiful.
Step 1. You see, computer operating systems have this special function that Windows calls symlink. In a nutshell, we can redirect where any given folder will ultimately write its files to. So we can run Minecraft off of the computer's main drive, but have all of the world saves get redirected onto the floppy disk. This will at least give us something to try. So what does happen? Well, on Minecraft 1.21.1, after creating the world and trying to save it, the world just never finishes saving. After we force quit the game 10 minutes later, chunk files are far smaller than they're supposed to be. When we try to reload the world, we get all kinds of errors that I swear are new to 1.21.1. I never saw these when testing this months ago. Kinda cool. I'm not giving up just yet though. Modern versions of Minecraft may be too overpowered for this, but what about Minecraft Alpha from 2010? Those versions saved their chunk files as hundreds or even thousands of tiny files down in the kilobyte range. Well, I tried that, and here's what happened. Worlds take way longer to generate. When they do, your in-game frames per second can be measured as seconds per frame. My goal for this test was simple. Break this sand block, place it next to this tree, and allow the world to save. Placing the block took 3 whole minutes, and saving the world took another half hour. But it saved, allegedly. Minecraft claims this world is only 0.77 megabytes, so it should have worked, right?
ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really.
Well, no, it didn't. The sand block was not next to the tree when I reloaded the world, so I tried it all again. 30 minutes later, it failed again, but the level data file did save, which contains the player coordinates, and I just so happened to be standing where the sand originally was, so now I'm inside the sand. Little victories. Ultimately though, we have failed to get the world to save on 2 different versions, but hope is not lost yet. Minecraft 1.21 uses the Anvil file format for its saves, but that didn't work. Minecraft Alpha uses the Alpha save format, and that didn't work. But there was one format in between these two called McRegion, which lasted from beta 1.3 through release 1.1. So I'm going to try this one more time on beta 1.6 test build 3, which is a version of Minecraft that spawns many chests containing every block and item in the game in an attempt to get something to save onto this floppy disk. And oh my goodness, when I reload the world, the blocks I placed are still there. But the world took a deceptively short amount of time to load after the initial save, so I assumed Windows was caching the files somehow, so I restarted my computer, reloaded the world again, and success! The world did in fact save. So that means it is technically possible to save and load a Minecraft world directly off of a floppy drive. And since the McRegion file format existed by the time the Ender Dragon came out, does that mean we can beat Minecraft off of a world that saves to a floppy disk?
Technically, yes, but I would not advise it.
I'm not even gonna try it, and I highly doubt it would work. Unless we had a floppy disk with a lot more storage space. What is it with lesser known siblings of old storage formats coming in clutch here? This is the iOmega zip disk, and it's probably what we would have been using for portable storage if recordable CDs didn't totally rain on their parade in the early 2000s. This little guy can store 250 megabytes while absolutely still being a quote-unquote floppy disk. And you know what? Minecraft is actually somewhat playable here. I'm still getting a lot of lag spikes, but nothing like before. You could absolutely load up a world and take it all the way to beating the Ender Dragon. I may have used creative mode for this example, but I did enter the Nether before entering the End to slay the Ender Dragon, and all of my travels only took up 15 megabytes, so it's absolutely doable. For our final test, we're going to bring in the hottest tech from 2005, the iPod. Now, they say you should save the best for last, and I did, kind of. This is by far the best performing option out of the bunch, because there's actually just a small hard drive inside of this, which means Minecraft will perform about as well on this as other hard drives of the era. The iPod is able to act like an external hard drive when plugged into a computer, and it was actually my portable drive of choice for quite a few years. It's pretty crazy how far technology has evolved over the years, and I hope you all have enjoyed this little history lesson disguised as a Minecraft video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching. Have you ever heard of the dangerous versions of Minecraft? What does it even mean for a version of Minecraft to be dangerous at all? I think the first obvious answer are versions that were dangerous to a player's computer. I mean, does this look normal to you? Would you want this to happen to your world? Stick around to find out how. Honestly, I think it's a little too difficult to quantify how many or few truly dangerous versions of Minecraft have ever existed. When I say dangerous, what I'm really referring to are versions of Minecraft that were dangerous to load up a pre-existing Minecraft world in upon upgrading. These Minecraft versions had the potential to do one of a few different things to world loaded within them. The first is a crash type that prevents you from being able to load up that specific world again until you upgrade to the next version of Minecraft. These glitches are essentially harmless, except for that one detail. Then, there are versions that cause level data file corruption. We'll get into the complexities of that one later. And last up are versions of Minecraft that corrupt the chunks of your world in one way or another. If you ever had a world get corrupted by one of these versions and you didn't have a backup, all I could say is, ouch. Today's video is sponsored by Monster Legends, which is free to play, so there's no reason to not give it a try if this interests you. Collect over 900 different monsters to create your own monster empire. There are new monsters coming out every week, so you'll never be short on content. Diversify your monster collection by leveling up and breeding monsters of differing elements and rarities to get eggs of completely new species. Once your team is ready for a challenge, give the Creator Island a peek, where you can check out a bunch of all-unique monsters that are unique to various creators. You'll probably recognize some of these names: Mr. Beast, Dream, Tommy Innit, and so on. If you download the game using my QR code or from the link in the description down below, you'll get a big head start on your way to the top with a special free starter pack that includes these 3 epic monsters alongside the Volcano Keeper's Fire habitat. Remember, Monster Legends is free to play and available on all mobile platforms, so if having a fun, free game to kill some time with interests you, consider giving Monster Legends a try. And big thanks again to Monster Legends for sponsoring this video. So let's start off light and slowly descend into the realm of madness together. All of the versions that I'll be discussing in this part of the video have one primary problem in common. If you trigger the glitch affecting this version, your world will very likely repeatedly crash if the scenario in question happens. The majority of the footage I'll be using here is of me placing the problematic